Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask was released for the Nintendo 64 in 2000, and this game has seen a multitude of different re-releases over the years. It's released on the GameCube, on the Wii Virtual Console, Wii U Virtual Console, and it even got a 3DS remake called Majora's Mask 3D. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you'll know that Majora's Mask was my very first Let's Play here on YouTube. It was really the first game where I made a lot of content for it. This was the game that got me started here. And I have a lot of very fond memories with this game, and having this as my first playthrough, it was an eye-opener. It started something that I honestly didn't know I would still be doing 10 years later. But here we are revisiting Majora's Mask, as since this was my first Let's Play, it was a little bit rough around the edges, since that was when I was first starting, so I didn't have a commentary style just yet. I didn't really research things going into recording different videos, so some information was wrong or maybe not explained in the best way possible, so I wanted to go ahead and give this game a second shot. And since now there is a 3DS remake of the game, we'll have more stuff to cover. We're primarily going to be looking at the N64 version here of Majora's Mask, but there are some differences between the N64 version and the 3DS version, so we will be taking a look at both versions of the game throughout this playthrough. But now I think with all that said, it's time to jump back into the world of Majora's Mask once again. Welcome to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways with when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't, Tail. What would we do if you drop it and broke it? No way! You can't touch it! Aw, what's this? Why can't I try it out too? He's not gonna get away with this. We gotta catch that Skull Kid and get our stuff back. So now we have full control of our main character in the game, Link. Majora's Mask is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, so everything that worked in that game can work here. You can go ahead and swing your sword, you can go ahead and hold down the R button to put up your shield for crouch stab, you go ahead and do spin attacks, you can roll, jump attack, all that kind of stuff. Since this is a direct sequel, there are some differences. Like now, when you jump off certain pillars, Link will do some fancy flips, so there are slight differences here and there, but for the most part, this game plays the exact same as Ocarina of Time. So if you're used to that game, it'll be very easy to pick up and play Majora's Mask. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Aw, boo-hoo. Why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Fool! Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking like that forever. Sis! Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me. I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy. Do something! Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck on my face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please. Come on. A helpless little girl's asking you. So hurry up. Oh, Tail. I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. It's one heck of a way to be talking to me when you're the one doing the bullying, dude. Come on. That's not fair to me. Now I'm just a Deku scrub. A thing that is very different from human Link. So I have a lot less moves now, so I can't use a sword because I just don't have it anymore. all I can really do is just spin around. So we definitely got a big facelift here, to say the least. So all we can do for now is just open the door and continue forward. Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there. I, apologize. So take me with you! You want to know about that skull kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you, and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good. So that's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner. Or at least until we can catch that skull kid. My name's Tattle. So, nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press C up, and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully you manage to get by without my help until then. Oh boy. What am I gonna do with this fairy? Well, it looks like Tattle already wants to tell us something, so let's see what she says. Hey, if I call you, press C up right away. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku Scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku Scrub while standing on a Deku Flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to descend. Did you get that? Yeah, we got it. Are you sure? One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. So, this is what Tattle there was talking about with the flower. So if we hold down A, we'll get inside this flower, release the button, and then we can go ahead and fly. So this is how we'll get around big gaps here as Deku, as that is a really useful move we'll be using pretty much throughout our entire adventure. So here's another room with a bunch of these flowers here, just kind of teaching you the mechanics of how these work. One thing to note is that you do have to hold down the A button to actually jump out of the flower, because if you just press the button to get in and immediately release, you will just pop right out, so it doesn't really do anything. You have to hold the button in order to actually fly. Right here we got a treasure chest, and opening this up, we have our first item of the game, a Deku Nut. We can press the B button while flying to drop a Deku Bomb. Upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks. So we can go ahead and pause the game, and we can see right here the nuts. We can press the A button for more info, which pretty much gives us that same speech that we got from our first time collecting the item. And we can go ahead and equip it to any of our C buttons here, C left, down, or right. I'll equip that to C down for now. And if we take a look at our pause screen here, we have a couple different areas. We have items, masks, a quest status screen, but notice we still have our sword and shield from earlier. We just can't use them right now without our human body. And we also have the map. All this will be getting into more detail later when we have more stuff available to us. As right now, we really just have nuts, a sword, and a shield. So, really not much going on with that menu right now. We can carry a total of 10 Deku Nuts, and that is pretty much it. So, I'm not going to be using these nuts for now, as they're not really needed at the moment, but I will have them equipped. Hey, you! Come on! Press Z and talk to me. Alright, so if we do just that, we can go ahead and target this little thing over here. Looks like a tree. And we can press C up for Tattle. There you go. See? You can do it if you try. When I fly over the people or objects, use Z to look at them so you can talk to them. Use Z targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or if there's no one to target, you can use Z to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. Might as well. So, as Tattle there said, Z targeting is a big deal in this game because you can use it to lock onto different things and also to fix your camera too. As the N64 didn't really have any camera control for a lot of the games back in the day, so our main form of camera control is gonna just be Z targeting. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second. How sad. Yeah, it is really sad. We can get a closer look here by just pressing C up when Tattle isn't wanting to talk to us, and we can go into a first-person state. This tree does look very sad and just lifeless in general. I don't know what happened to that tree, but I hope it wasn't anything too serious. A nice little twisted hallway effect. This is actually a reference to the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, as there was a room in Forest Temple that had the same twisted hallway effect. But now we are locked in. We can't go back the way we came. So that little stretch there we just came from, I hope y'all liked it, because you'll never see that again in the game. We are locked into this new area we have no idea about, and we are pretty unequipped for whatever's up ahead, so here's hoping things aren't too dangerous. You met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am, at a loss. And now I found you. Now, don't think of me as rude, but I'm following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is that not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be no means a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow. And I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you can bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you're young, and you have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you. Well, we have a new mission in hand now. We need to find our precious item that was stolen from us and get it back from Skull Kid. If we can do that, this man here, the Happy Mask Salesman, he'll be able to return us to our former self, as he says. But one thing to mention about the Happy Mask Salesman, he is a returning character from Ocarina of Time. As he said, he travels far and wide searching of masks, and we can see some of those masks on the back of his backpack here. So we can go around and see a whole bunch of different ones here in general. There's a lot of unique and interesting designs, but there's one specific one I do want to point out. It's on the very far back here. You can see the back left of his backpack. You have a Mario mask there, buddy. It's a him, Mario, on the back of the Happy Mask Salesman. So there's a nice little reference to just another Nintendo IP inside of your Nintendo IP. Nice little touch there, but now that we met the Happy Mask Salesman, and now we have entered a new world with a new body, I'm going to go ahead and end things on that note. So, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we'll head out these giant doors and see what lies ahead for us in this new unexplored world. I'll see you guys next time.